Hello people, this is Power here to review the Kamen Rider Revice DX OhinBuster50. So this is the primary weapon of Kamen Rider Revice and Vice, both pictured here, and in typical fashion it's a 2-in-1 weapon. However, the bladed weapon is actually unique. It's an axe! So again, here we have the traditional Revice box design because we didn't get that with the 50th anniversary set. So here's Revi in the gun mode with Vice there, and Vice with the axe mode, and Revi's just standing there because obviously that's technically they're both their primary modes. And then the stuff you can do with the toy, because I forgot what to say here. Right, so here we got the OhinBuster50 right here, and we should probably cover this part first because I poorly covered it in the demo. So this is technically the primary part of the OhinBuster50, the part that actually summons it. Obviously, as you see here, another magnet thing, as it has the main rider symbol of Revice, like so. And then you simply just slot it in there like so, and then taking a hold of this, it's obviously not comfortable because obviously this is a small handle, and the blade, you're gonna bend the blade. Like, it's pliable and all, but it's kind of awkward. But then the axe mode, on the other hand, is not, but then in camera it is, because it's just hard to frame this thing. But just like the Revice driver, it's in the same color scheme, has the same hexagonal details. This one is mostly, well, obviously it's mostly purple with a little bit of magenta, hot pink metallicism. And I really like the translucent blues, even though you can definitely tell the differences, because obviously these ones you can tell are plastic, these ones are pliable plastic. And the back doesn't really have much, it's kind of plain. But you get the eject button for the Vice stamp, future slot, speaker. Then this takes 2 cell batteries, interestingly. Trigger button for the gun mode and trigger button for the axe mode. So just simply pull it out like so, and then you get a singular fire attack. And one thing I forgot to address, the trim here, I actually like that it's actually a chrome blue, just to make it different. But for the sake of, because my lighting is poor, I'm gonna bring it closer. So again, you get a singular fire attack. So this is a white LED and such. So if I did it from back here, it just gets washed out. Even if I turn my ISO to the lowest, you can see it, but obviously that's not good for the camera. And then axe mode, you get the same light effect. Again, I'll just bring it closer. So you get singular attacks for both sides. Just like that. But you get to start the finisher, just simply pull the stamp out and stamp the stamp pad. Slide that back in, you get the standby. As you can see, the stamp pad right there. So you get the Ohin strike, and then to clear the stamp pad, you cock this back like so. However, I never addressed this, but like the Revice driver, obviously because of wear, from usage, this wears out easily. So if you want to like really clear it out, you have to like pump this back like 5 to 6 times. Again, pull this out by pressing this button like so. Press this in. Slot this back down and press the trigger button. So there we get the Ohin Slash. So now, obviously, as we were done with the basic functions, we bring in our Vice stamps now. So, obviously we will show Rex. So obviously we have the same process, just simply stamp the stamp pad. But now you want to slot it up to this top slot. So then it will announce that. And as you can see here, the LED now is purple to correlate with the Vice stamp, as this also lights up. So yeah, basically the Vice stamp will say its name, and then this will do the rest of the sounds. And then obviously there's no good way of like showing it off, but basically I'll probably do with this one. But again, the same process, stamp the stamp pad. Remember, for axe mode you want the symbol facing this way. So for this one, I'll show the LED of the Vice stamp. Because it's just really difficult showing the two LEDs for this one. And again, to remove the Vice stamp, simply hold this back button and slide out like so. Now, Megalodon, we would do an axe mode. Sometimes this will be done with its lights, then the Vice stamp, I guess, is just kind of like a sensor thing. Last but not least, we do Bata in gun mode. I don't know why I'm struggling with Bata. So yeah, basically, sorry if that's really loud. Jeez. So basically, how they work this obviously is that, you know, whenever this is inserted in a weapon, it will just say its name, and the weapon will do everything. Obviously, the weapon simplified everything, so then everything can be unified and such. And yeah. Overall, I really do like the OhinBuster50. Like, it kind of, like, actually having it in hand is pretty fun, because, you know, initially, you know, when I saw it in videos, I was like, it's just a typical toy. But, like, honestly, this is probably one of my favorite, like, main rider sidearms that we've gotten. Because I feel like the last one I actually really did like was the Gun Saber. Like, the attached caliber was fine, but it was kind of like, you know, it was basic. Like, at least it wasn't a sorting gun. But this one, like, again, it's a gun and an axe. Like, we never gotten an axe for a main rider, obviously, since Kabuto. Because obviously this is like, you know, oh look, it's like the kunai gun. But like this one is genuinely fun. It's just that the only thing, or the only gripe I have with this one is the screen. I feel like this one's actually a lot worse than the Revice driver, because obviously the Revice driver, you got the square that will, like, you know, you can like align with. Yeah, you will miss sometimes, but for the most part, when you're actually looking down, you should be able to like align the vice stamp to it. But this one doesn't have that guard and such. So you're kind of, again, like you're still blindly stamping it and such. But like, you know, other than that, I don't really mind it and such. And because I literally said I was going to do this, because I've been forgetting to do this for all the time, here's an actual magnet doodle and such. This is my niece's. Obviously, gosh darn it. Obviously, all these are compatible. If I can actually get that down. So, geez, what? I think my niece has been wearing this out. I think. Well, that was a fail because, yeah, I might need to get a new one for my niece. She has literally worn this one out. That's upsetting. Well, I'll have to do this review. Overall, the OhinBuster50 is pretty neat. I will say it's getting in the aftermarket is kind of like cause I had to get it off of HLJ for full price. I wasn't really happy about that, but like I don't know, this one doesn't really sell for that low. I think you can probably now get it for at least 20, but at best get it for 30. But like I don't know. Like that's kind of, I guess that's the only other thing. The prices. But yeah, that'll have to do with this review. These reviews have been so poor so far. This is Power, and I'll leave you people. Bye.